Hi folks, it's Bob from Mountain Crest Farms. I want to talk about legacies. You know, we all leave a legacy. People think of legacy as something good. What's this good thing this person's remembered for? Not necessarily. A lot of people leave bad legacies, but they leave a legacy. There was a time in my life that my legacy wouldn't have been very good. He's just that sorry old drunk. He's just that town drunk. But you can change what your legacy is going to be. But it's a whole lot easier to start with a good legacy than to change one. And the video I did yesterday, or the video that y'all saw, the video that y'all saw Monday, before this one that y'all will see Tuesday, I talked about my mother-in-law a little bit. It's mostly about other stuff related, but talked about my mother-in-law a little bit. And I want to talk about her legacy. And no, you're not going to have to listen to the next 3 months me talking about my mother-in-law dying. This actually isn't about my mother-in-law dying. This is about a legacy she left. I'm going to play a little clip here and come back, hang around until after the clip. I want to play a little clip that I recorded last Tuesday, the day she died, when we went over to her house. And I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I just wanted to show a little. I knew I was going to want to show a little bit about her at some point. And watch this clip, and then let's talk just a little bit more. Let me give you all a little walk around of the front of a house. We're in a town called Chatsworth, about 25, 28 miles from where I live. This lady, she hadn't really been able to take care of her flowers and plants much in the last couple years. Health issues. But she got them started years ago and established. And she's got some really nice plants. I mean, a lot of people would say the front of her house is a jungle. I don't think it's a jungle. I think it's pretty awesome myself. Point being, stuff you do now and get it established will last and last. I'm gonna walk over here. She's got hanging baskets. I can't name half these flowers. She's got plants all over the place, out by the pump house, down along the edge of the carport. I do know those big ones like that are called cannas, and these little yellow things here are called 4 o'clocks. Or at least that's what they're called in this part of the country. I don't know about where y'all are from. There's some 4 o'clocks that hadn't opened up yet. And she was forever trying to start stuff, and sometimes they didn't make it, like what's in those aren't going to make it, but some do. More cannas, more 4 o'clocks. Lots of 4 o'clocks. Cannas are big.
Mom, is that home really?
I don't remember seeing this many 4 o'clocks before, but that's my granddaughter there. I don't remember seeing this many 4 o'clocks before, but she sure has them.
Hey, talking.
Flowers everywhere. Those flowers that you saw, the lady I'm talking about obviously in that clip is my mother-in-law. Those flowers you saw weren't 10% of what she had around her house. Hanging baskets everywhere. Some people would say it was junky. Some people would say it was too much. I don't think so. But it wasn't 10% of what is actually there. And in the house, house plants. And other than the fact that she was just generally a good person and a likable person, a bit stubborn. I think I've mentioned her in a couple of videos before. I think I mentioned her in one of these, why do people do what they do? I think I told about a surprise birthday party that was thrown for her. Those flowers are her legacy. She loved beauty, she loved color, and she expressed it in her flowers. I mean, she's 80 years old when she died last week, and since she retired, she's had a lot of time around the house to take care of stuff. She was able to take care of everything until about the last year. And I can't think of Frances without thinking of flowers and apples. I'll tell you about apples one day. But I can't think of Frances without thinking about flowers and color. Bright colors. There wasn't a whole lot of black at her funeral. And some people might think that's terrible. I think that was a tribute to Frances. But see, that's what she left as a legacy, is brightness and beauty and something else. There's lots of things that are bright and beautiful. You can go to the paint store and come up with all the bright and beautiful you want. But those flowers, the stuff she planted, cannas will be there for years. Those rose bushes, as long as they're maintained, they'll be there for years. She did stuff that lasts. She didn't do something that was a flash in the pan. I may have seen 4 or 5 annuals around her house, usually in hanging baskets that had to be replaced every year. But usually when she planted something, she wanted it to be there for a while. She's big on hostas. I used to hate hostas. I thought they were boring because they didn't have any color. They're just green. No, there's variegated hostas. There's all kind of hostas. And they do put up a flower, which I had never known until I knew her. Every time I had seen a hosta, it was not during the flowering part of the season. So I had never seen the flower on a hosta. Now I know there is one, thanks to her. But she did stuff that lasts. And I think that's something we all should do, is not just have a good legacy, not just be remembered well by other people, but do something that lasts. Don't do something that's a flash in the pan. They had 15 acres, and I am sure, and my father-in-law is 80 years old. He's not going to be around a whole lot longer. But I am sure that 25 years from now, you'll be able to go to that house, and you'll know that somebody who loved beauty and who loved color lived here. You'll be able to know that somebody left a legacy. You might not know who it is, but you'll know that somebody left a legacy of beauty and color, because they did it in a fashion that lasted. They did it with something that was durable and wouldn't be here today and gone tomorrow. Which is pretty much how I think of my mother-in-law. She's physically gone, but everybody in the family knows that 2 o'clock in the morning last Tuesday she wasn't here anymore anyway. We know where she is. before they closed the casket Friday, my father-in-law stood beside the casket, and he leaned over and he gave her a kiss, and he said, "Frances, I'll see you soon." And he will. Probably sooner than most of us. But we all know where Frances went, so that's the important part. But she left a legacy. People who don't know that it was Frances, who don't know if the property 20 years from now has gone out of the family for any reason, I don't think it will. But if it does, whoever's there, unless they just hate beauty and tear stuff up, they're going to look around and they're going to know that somebody who loved color, who loved beauty, lived here. She left a legacy that will go on long past her earthly life and long past any of us in the family. We don't have to be around to tell anybody about Frances. Just look around. So I'm going to encourage all y'all to leave a legacy where nobody has to know your family to know what kind of person you were. Just look around. Leave something that a total stranger can look around and know what kind of person you were. I've been working on that for about 11 years now. And after this past week, I want to work on that harder. I need to be more than just a pig farmer who doesn't drink anymore. So, y'all have a fantastic day. And please don't forget to, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Tell me what you think of it in the comments. A few of y'all comment, but I know how many people watch the video and I know how many people comment. And there's far fewer people that comment than watch it. There's fewer people that comment than even give it a thumbs up. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you agree with me or you think I'm nuts. And hit that subscribe button down there and the little bell so you get notifications. And come back and see me in the next video. And always remember two things, always. The tomb was empty and he is alive. Now y'all go have a fantastic day, because I know I'm going to. See you next time.